Trinity Western men's volleyball season ended a little bittersweet. The bitter part was losing to Calgary in the CIS Championship game. The sweet part was getting there. Last year's Spartans team wasn't expected to go nearly as far as they did, but now that a silver medal has been achieved, the only thing left to do is win the whole thing. And this year, that's the goal.
We're looking to take the Canada West title and go into nationals ranked #1. That's the goal.
We're looking to win it all, so I'd say that's our expectation.
But with the Spartans technically already in the CIS Championship as the 2010 hosts, the approach to this year has been a little different. Instead of preparing for the Canada West season with a balance of practice and preseason games, the Spartans played the equivalent of a full season of games in just 2 months. They went on tours to Russia, Eastern Canada, and the Okanagan, and have been on the road for 29 days already. And Coach Ben Josephson knows they've been tested in nearly every way possible.
Hosting, it's a luxury and a curse, some say. We packed this preseason with basically a whole season we've played, in September and October. We played 28 matches in 2 months, and we've really put the guys under extreme stress and tested them, their ability to play in different scenarios, getting off a bus, flying red-eye last weekend, 2 weeks ago to Queens, and playing the host team after a 36-hour awake stage, So we've put the guys through, we've been on 4-hour bus rides in rush hour traffic in Moscow and had a 10-minute warm-up to play against a really good team. So we've done a lot of things that I guarantee no one else has done. And so I think that'll pay dividends. So it's one of the ways we approached it. So by the end of, by the time we get to nationals and pressure hits, these guys probably won't really think that's pressure anymore, because think of all the stuff we've done.
Although the Spartans do enter the year as defending silver medalists, the on-court look to the team is vastly different than last year. Libero Jared Offrens and setter Ben Ball are the only 2 players who represented the Spartans at nationals last year who will play the same role to start this year. With Stephen Marshall now playing beach volleyball, Paul Lindemalder calling it quits, and Mark Howitson getting injured in Russia, the team will need to rely upon some eager youngsters and a few veterans in different positions to have success.
There's voids, kills need to be made, emotions need to be filled, leadership needs to be led, and the guys who are capable will step up and do it. And we've had younger guys step up, in a lot of those areas, and then some of those older guys, like you mentioned, Rudy and Josh and Howitzon's been great, even though he's been injured, as far as a leadership and emotional standpoint. Ben Ball stepped up huge. Guys like Jared Offrens, who've been on the floor for a couple of years now, he's doing a better job. And then other guys like Daniel James Van Doren's been playing a lot, Lucas Van Berkel. So basically all of the key players have kind of filled their on-court roles and persona.
And with different, but bigger personnel on the court, comes a different style of play.
The average spike touch in this roster is the highest our program's ever seen. So the physicality of the group is significantly bigger than we've had in the past. But with putting size out there, you tend to sacrifice ball control. So last year we were a little smaller, but really fast and very skilled. This year we're a little bit bigger, and we're trying to get caught up in speed and skill. So our philosophy doesn't change. So by the end of the season, we hope to be playing a great ball control, speed, defensive type system. We just are bigger. So hopefully by March we have last year's style of play with this year's athletes.
The Spartans kick off the season at UBC this weekend, a gym none of the players on the current roster have ever won in. But with a team that is geared up for a CIS Championship run by playing as many games as possible, this weekend series is more like the halfway pole in a long 2010-2011 rainbow that the Spartans are hoping has one fancy pot of gold at the end. For SpartansTV, I'm Mark Jansen.